but wrote him up as like attack man to watch for 23s.
Oh wow.
Yeah, didn't mention anything like, oh, he's a face-off guy that held over attack. It was pretty.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, we should be off. Let's do a mic test.
Check, check, check. Mike, check. Alligator, buffalo.
Gotta go back to base, check my norm, check the status.
What's the score in this game now? All right, I'm talking. Red leather, yellow leather, Ron Burgundy. Hello, San Diego.
Right, you're up, so you can
Okay. All right, folks. 2024 live stream's up. This is the end of a 2023 Denver Elite game. They're down by 2. Nice look across. And, BTB goes off the goalie's name cap. Anyway, this is the 23s that we're looking at. We're going to be playing the Maryland Crabs, Baltimore Crabs. I'm not sure where they are. They're the Crabs. They're the top quality East Coast team. The boys are playing loose, playing with a lot of confidence. I think good energy. We shall see.
We're good. We're going up.
We're going up. We're going elevated stream.
You can guide this for me.
You got it. Gentle. Okay. All right, camera's going up. So, should have game time. I think Nick Mandia's message was, this is a business trip, and let's finish out this last. I don't think you're lined up. Are you supposed to be in here?
Yeah. Okay, good.
And Nick wanted him to focus on a business trip. Like, don't settle down. Let's continue to improve as a team. I didn't catch all of it, but got to limit mistakes. Same repeat. Don't be down at all, and the focus on getting better and using this next game is another opportunity for that. It's pretty interesting to see the level of confidence and play of our team as it's dealing with a little wind here. A couple big points of note. Early on, that DC Madlax team was able to get some face-offs on us and had some possessions and get up, and our boys stayed in it and then actually scored, I think, on their first 3 of 4 possessions, which is pretty impressive. Again, the end of the game, I think the experience of the East Coast kids just kind of showed. They just get a lot more reps, and you learn a lot in practice, and you learn probably even more in games. I'm sure some of the mistakes that our boys made in this game will be a big learning experience for those individuals. But they seem up as a team. I'm thinking they're probably going to be pretty hungry for when they play again.
You tell them we're watching the 23s.
Yeah, I have told them we are watching the 23s. If you just log in, I'll keep repeating that. Watching the 23s. Watching the 23s. just tuning in, this is the tail end of the 2023 game. The tail end of the 2023 game. 24s are warming up in the corner. They're going to be wearing their blues as opposed to the yellows of the Crabs. Apparently, we should anticipate a unique offense that the Crabs run, where they do what's called a weave, which is generally a 3-man weave. Involves like a kind of a figure-8 serpentine movement with ball movement, and then they like to run it. They like to run it down below GLE. Should we get somebody to stand on that? Umbrella's probably not. Anyway, it's kind of windy. We got a little stability issues. Stand by here. All right, if you're just tuning in, we're watching the tail end of the 2023 contest. We're going to be playing the Crabs next. I think what was interesting that I noted, kind of the different style of offense that Mad Lax played as opposed to BBL or Express, as they really look to spread the ball as wide as they can. And I think one of the consequences of that is our really stout D that put a lot of pressure on time and space pressure on the BBL and Express. It kind of alleviates that. I'll say to go a 1-goal game, a few more offensive possessions. Our offense really played smart and consistent. And I'd like to hand it to Crew and Azrael for turning the tide. Mad Lax really started with an advantage. Not so much in a one-on-one face-off advantage in the early, but just the other team was able to pick up more ground balls, and in the second half of the game, we really stepped it up. All right, 23s is over. Our boys are going to be taking the field. Once again, Nick Mandia really was impressing upon them that this is a business trip for them to still get the most out of this game, not just mail it in, so to speak. All right, I'm Ben O'Brien, 720-323-0946. If you have any questions or things you want me to voice out, I'd like to shout out to my mom, Lee O'Brien, watching from Erie, Colorado. Well, this is according to Antonio Lucero. He says the Crabs are as good, if not better, than Mad Lax. Should be another good game.
Yeah, we're going to stay with our friends and then for a couple days.
Okay, cool.
When do you guys go back?
Small band.
I think just a little housekeeping note. These quarters are going to be 10-minute quarters, which
Good luck in your game.
they try and run these afternoon games on Sunday a little quicker so people can get off to the airport and return home. I expect some really good goaltending. You can never really tell by looking at these teams earlier. This Crabs team's not very big. That doesn't mean they're not really athletic and competent. Just that Express team had a couple of full-grown men on defense yesterday. wrapping up the productive weekend with the, I think it's Baltimore crabs.
The bison?
Oh, yeah, the bison.
You guys. Was he told to come?
Well, the sun's out. It's shining kind of bright, but there's a pretty good breeze, so it's keeping it somewhat tolerable. Hopefully, it doesn't move our camera rig too much. I know it's moving around there. You can give us some feedback. All right, we're going to start this off. Looks like Dylan Coomer, Ian Connors, Ben Dutton on attack, Wyatt, Crew, Connor on the face-offs, Ian, MDT, and Max Miles, and Noah in the cage. Here we go. Clamp on the crabs. Crew scoops. Connor Nesbitt with a nice ground ball pickup. And a little bit of a turnover. That's going to be tough. Let's get that on his hands. Tough start. That's a goal by Crabs off a loose ball out of the middle of the field. Sorry, I kind of looked down to try and start my timer and missed that play. All right. Wyatt Azrael and Ben Gladstone out. Let's recover. Popped it back to his wing. So that's the thing. You set your wings up to prevent a break, and then you also give an easy ground ball. We're in crash, so this is going to be sliding from the crease. Sawyer, Ben Gladstone, and Wyatt Hurd out playing
That's correct.
defense. There's Ben Gladstone on the hands. Nice handle. Ben is playing with a ton of not only confidence but skill. He's gotten the ball out of people's stick. Great body on the hands. Nothing. Max Miles slid out. Let's see.
We're up here.
Okay, Max on the dodge. He's going to go down the alley with number 50. Push him down. Moving it to X. Big tall guy covered by MDT. Back out to the left wing. Top left. Hitch dodge on 42, nothing happening. Oh, tough, dangerous spot in the crease. We got to get on the hands on that. Got to bring hands and body for sure on that. Crabs up 2-0. Goal by Crabs. Okay, gotta tighten up here. They're really skilled. They move the ball in tight. They moved it quickly. We got to organize and play with maybe a little more energy. We'll see. Let's get an offensive opportunity here. Crew, Sawyer near side, and I think that's Connor. No. Yep, Connor far side. Nice job. We need this GB, boys. Let's get this GB. Crew with it. Run. Go to your goalie. Nice job. Ian gives him an outlet. Looks up. Gets Sawyer. We're going to get an offensive possession out of that. Moves it across to Connor. Let's move the ball to the shorty. Good decision. Liam Connors top left with the ball. Oh, we're going to run on Butler. Rizmani. Iceline's waiting for the last sub to get on. All right, Rizmani, top center. Iceline, top right. This ball, I can't hear the call in the wind. Attack is setting up. Going to go top. Center. Butler's got the long stick, so all right. Chris with a good run with his head up, goes through X to DK. No, that's Dylan Coomer there. Moves it out, gets his hands free. Moving ball. Alex is sweeping across the top. Yep. All right, we're going to get it to Liam with the shorty. So quick recognition on this. Here he's dodging out in the alley, gets in tight, and blocked. Was that off goalie shin?
Defender block.
Defender, yeah. All right. Moving it up with their long pole, top left. They're going to settle it down. Go into yellow, not look to push this break. MDT out pressuring while they get the sub. Now they're going to move it across here. We have it's Chris Eislein, Alex, and Connor Nesbitt out playing D. Top center, Alex is playing on defense. He splits to his right down the alley, flips it over to 56. They go across the formation. That's some great ball movement by Krabs. Noah got down, blocked that off the body. Didn't provide an opportunity up here to Chris. He's got a man coming on. Have to get some wheels coming back. Turns it around. Alex is going to get the ball. Going to run Butler back on. He's out of the box. He's got it. All right, Alex down the right alley. Rolls back. Lefty shot. Goes to Butler. Swings it across to Chris. He's going to move his feet. Right to left split. Looking inside. Oh, he's going to take it. Nice goal, Chris. Nice goal. So a lot of the times you get a really good offensive advantage when you have, that's a goal by Denver Elite. That's 2-1 Krabs. Goal by Chris Eislein on the dodge. A lot of times you get an offensive advantage when you kind of hesitate. There's actually a lot of body language involved in that. So Chris dodged to space and then he kind of stood up, right? And then when they just gave him a little bit of room, he got low again and pushed inside for a nice right-handed shot over the goalie's left shoulder. All right, Ian Connors, Azrael, Ben Gladstone's. Oh, they flip it forward. We got early movement on yellow. It's going to be a blue ball. That's nice. Wyatt's going to roll on. Charlie O'Brien's rolling out of the box. And then Matty Dory's going to come on third. Let's just see what Charlie O'Brien does. We want to move it around. Yep, they're just going to have Charlie dodge this guy from up top. Charlie wants the left side on him. Taking his time. Got Charlie O'Brien running on a short stick. He's going to split left, try and get inside, roll back. He's got no pressure on him right now. Nice, moves it up top to Wyatt, all the way across to Matty Dorr. Let's see him run on this man. Look far side to Charlie. Wyatt. I don't know who that pass is for, Charlie or Wyatt, but Wyatt came down with it. Made a good decision here, top right to Matty Dory. All right, back behind the cage to Ben Dutton. We've got Dylan, low crease. Ian, Liam, top crease. There's Dutton, moves it across. Oh, can't quite save it. Couldn't quite make that connection. Charlie's getting off the field best they can. Ooh, that's a long way to ask a mid-age sub. But they got it. They got covered off. Nice job of getting back in the hole by Will Howard. Good Will Howard, LSM, Sawyer, and Matty Dorr running on the short stick D. Ball's top center. Will Howard covered. Matty Dorr is going to step out to cover. We're going to go AJ adjacent slide on this. They're going to bring it back, so stay in AJ. Now we're crush. We're organizing for who's the go. Michael's going to go. Close out. Sawyer Hudgens, that's a long way to move. Sawyer does a great job of it. Now we are hung behind the cage. All right. Oh, that's tough. Just a little bit too much room. So we just got hung up behind the cage. That attackman pushed it. That's 3-1. Goal by Krabs. 3-1 Krabs. All right. A couple minutes left in the first quarter. I'd say maybe less. Connor Farr, crew for the faceoff, and going to run Ian up here to the wing. Got Alex Rusmani running into the defensive end. Quick clamp, pass it across. Oh, Cruz stands his man up with a check. Gonna run and move it through X. Michael's gonna address the man. All right, they do a switch. Get Alex up towards the top of the field. Crew, Alex, Connor on our midfield defense. Max Miles, Ian Connor, MDT. Close to fence. Oh, little two-man game. Didn't really switch up anything. Michael, you can see him on the crease. They're covering 4 with 3 in the backside, and Michael's going to be the early slide. They're going to look to move it again. Really well recovered and defended. Crew is pushing his man down the wing. Doesn't let him get his hands free. Noah picks it off. That's just some great defense by Crew. So what these coaches will want, college coaches coaching defense, is try and get your hands on the man early so you get a little bit of control. Alex effortlessly clears the ball up the field, running at center. And we're less than, we got 3, I don't know how much time is left. Ben Dutton steps inside, nice look. Goal, Ben Dutton from Alex Rizmani. Alex just took the patient approach. Crabs got a little lost, and Ben Dutton just was found on the backside by Alex. Beautiful feed from Alex. Ben stepped in front, so that's called taping the step to greatness. You step in front of the goal, you got a lot better angle. So right now, what's that? That was into a quarter. The Elite down by 1, 3-2. That was a pretty timely goal. Pretty timely goal. Mm-hmm.
It's longer yesterday. Look at that arm. God, this guy.
Jesus.
They were saying it was so we timed 11, and they were always a little short. So they used, so it's
11 wouldn't make sense.
It was 11 in the rule book yesterday.
Was it?
All right, we're going to run O'Brien, Burke, and Connors out at attack. 3-2. We can just get organized, and we gave up a transition goal. Those things are always tough. Really want to work hard to not give up loose ball goals, and of course, like I've said before, there's another team out there, so they're trying hard to win too.
we're swingers, bro. Pineapple is the international swinger symbol. Really?
I thought it was like a white rock or a flamingo.
Like you're in the grocery store and you see somebody with an upside down pineapple in their cart. Really? They're looking for.
No, it's tonic water.
For action.
Just tonic water.
Remember that.
With tea. I'm just making it up. Those aren't mine. All right, Noah's going to remain. Close D. It looks like Gordon and Ian. Going to have Gladstone and Connor. Yellow's going to look to move it back. Oh, look at that. And he pushes it forward. Fast break. Dangerous. Nice job. Gordon stays on his hands. Oh. All right. As Rail gets off, we get our D. Mitty Sawyer on. If you want. Liam Connors standing like a vulture at midline, hoping for some prey. Bottom left, gonna match up the short stick behind the goal. So look to go early. I'm guessing it's probably going to be Ben Gladstone. Yep. Here goes Ben early, as you can see, because they see that short stick rotating. We got to organize here. We got 2 guys on 1. Not what we're looking for. All right. Good luck dodging on Wade. Ball's on the ground. Automatic pickup by Gordon. Gonna run, use those legs, passes it back. Wade is eluding pressure. Nice run to space, Wade. A lot easier said than done. Gets it up to Ben Gladstone, look to move, and he goes to Liam early. Smart play, moves it across to Sawyer. Charlie O'Brien puts it into the goalie's chest. guy really closed out on him, and they'd closed out on Owen. So puts it near side and then is able to pick up his own rebound, getting pressured hard. Owen's going to come over and help on this ground ball. All right, well, that's tough pressure defense on that series. Got a good quality shot, and let's go out. Nope. Well, you got to take a rest to have rewards. Pretty good offensive set, and just got the ball checked out over there. When you get uneven runs, it's worthwhile to take them. So we're back. Wyatt is playing defense top left. Matty Dory's in here, and Will Howard. 8-something minutes left in the quarter. Gordon steps early, continues to double. Closing out by Will Howard on the ball. They managed to pick it up. Will Howard's playing on ball now. Now Matty Dory's on 81. Wyatt Hurd's going to step out top left. Yep, they're going to look to get this midi below. This forces us with an early double. We're organizing. Wade steps around, shuts down that. We're organizing here. I would expect to see probably Wade is going to go on this double. We're in crash, which means we have a man on the defense sliding from the crease. Move it up, move it across. We've reorganized, running this weave up top. Nothing happening there. Michael gets through. Oh, tough one, far side. Just leaked a little bit away from us on far side. That's a goal by the Crabs. So 4-2 Crabs. Goal by the Crabs. Got a little bit open on the far side. I tell you, one hallmark of these Maryland teams is they don't need a lot of room to shoot. And if you, it's easy to lose track of them. They're really skilled players out here. 4-2 Crabs over Connor Crew and Ian out there. Nice. Come on, let's get the nice. Come on, Crew, get the ball off the ground. There you go, buddy. There you go, buddy. Crew.
Go, Connor, go.
All right, let's see what Crew's going to do. And he scores. No. How was that not in the goal? I thought that was in the goal. Apparently not. Good shot. He went in there. They're really pressuring far side. Oh, wow. Well, from my perspective, I thought it hit the goal, but the referees were in a good position. It didn't. So it would really be interesting to see what we can do in a set offense, but you know, when they're going to give you a transition opportunity, you have to take it. Alex is playing top left. This man's going to take him behind once again, looking to move the ball to X. Gordon's on the ball, picking on his right turn. They don't get the switch. They're going to get an early slide. Let's organize here. Connor's out top. And that's going to be a flag. We're going to take a man down for 30 seconds.
Good job, Connor.
Let's get this ball out. Let's get this ball out. Let's get this ball out of bounds. All right. It's going to be a push on Connor.
Good job, buddy.
We're going to be man down for 30. Kind of an odd game so far. Not very many, I'd say one offensive possession on D-Elite. Okay. Connor, Wade, MDT, Ian, and Wyatt. It's our man down unit. We move Sawyer up here for one of the attackmen because when the penalty expires, he's going to run in from there. Makes a shorter run as opposed to the box. Ball's top center, top right, top center, left, top center, and sneak. And here's a good step. Wow. I thought that shot was going to knock down by Wyatt. Great job. Skip across. Oh my goodness. Nice block. Okay, we're even up. Even up. Gave up one quality shot opportunity, and it didn't get to goal. That didn't get to Noah, did it?
It did.
Oh, it did? Nice job, Noah. Early go. Dangerous spot.
Oh, really?
Top right now. Wade closes them out. Passes through X. Got our guy hung up. Gordon is going to just wait and see, and we just got to be really diligent with the cutters on this. 3:45 left as far as we can guess. So, oh, goal by Krabs. One-handed goal. That's really tough in that situation. Tried to force him. Krabs Fair just reached upfield with one hand and dunked the ball in. From his body was basically below GLE. He reached around top and dunked it up top. 5-2? 5-2 Krabs. Azrael. Ben Gladstone. Looks like that's MDT up on the wing. Yep, it's MDT. Chris has moved down. Push forward win, but we stopped the break on that. We're going to reorganize. Going to switch off players as they sub. You can see Michael ran across the field to get on that attackman. The Krabs are subbing out, which gave Chris time to get back up and play midi D. Crew is going to run on take a D midi shift. It's getting hot, I'm sure. 5th game of the weekend, our guys. Crew being a good athlete, he does a good job out here. We're going to go early from all the way across, and it's out of bounds. Good over 2 minutes all the way across the field to Chris. Run, run is what Chris is getting from the bench. Notice the whole time he's running with his head up, just taking his time. Runs it across with ease. Huh. I didn't think they were doing 10 seconds in the box, but I think that was a failure to advance. They haven't actually called that rule before in this tournament. A quarter? Timeout. That's the first time they've called 10 seconds in the box on us, right? So the the rules are different by every tournament. Almost always you have 20 seconds to get the ball out of your defensive end. So once you get possession, you have to get it over the midline within 20 seconds. And then some tournaments require you to touch the ball into the offensive box, which again is that line that's, 35 yards up from the inline, 20 yards up from the goal line. So some tournaments require you, once you get it over the offensive end, to then get it in the box within 10 seconds. That's actually not the rule of this tournament, as far as I could read the rules, and they haven't called that rule earlier, so a bit perplexing why they're calling it now. Anyway, we're down 5-2 to a really good Krabs team. Let's see, Sawyer, MDT, Wade. Let's see, Gordon, Wade, MDT, Sawyer, Will Howard, and are we man down? And here, let's run on Butler. Okay, I didn't think we were man down. 40? Just less than 2 minutes left in the half. I'm sure Baltimore is going to come up with some kind of tricky play, probably involving a lot of ball movement. Turf is slippery. Sean Butler is all over this guy. Like a cheap suit. Here's Sawyer. Big athletic kid, runs and pushing down the sidelines. Gordon shows up with a poke check, handles it. Weave up here. This is a weave they're going to try and run, and really kind of it's a lot of window dressing. You're trying to get the defense to really look at you. Bounces it off someone's foot and over the cage. Less than a minute to go. I'll take a Wade against anybody today. Moves up to the wing. All the way up top center with Sawyer covering. Goes down the right alley. This is kind of a weave they're having. Gordon's on his thumb, finger. Oh, left under a minute. Tell you, 11 is a dangerous man off ball on that far side. All right, ball's coming in lower right. They're going to bring it back through X. Driving up Jolie with Sawyer, moving up top center. Butler comes out. All right, Sawyer's got the ground ball, less than 20. Let's see if we can move it. 10 seconds. Oh. Goalie on that. Should be the quarter. Who knows? All right. Short time. Oh, nearly put it in. Okay, that last 20 seconds seemed to take a minute, but we got a shot on goal. Halftime. Denver's down by 3 to a Crabs team. It's hard to tell. I mean, I don't want to be critical, but I don't feel like we got quite the same energy level in the previous games. But also, I got to say, they played 1-goal games with 3 top programs in the country. Not surprised.
No excuses. No excuses.
There is no excuses, but I'm just saying I'm not surprised. You can close it and then fold it up. All right, so we're doing a little modification to our umbrella here. Hopefully this should stabilize the camera shot. It's a bit windy out here. Hot and muggy. This has been the first time for this tournament where it's really felt like Delaware. Chris Eiseline's out here warming up Ethan. So it looks like he's going to be okay. So it's pretty remarkable. In the previous games, these Maryland folks seem much more receptive to having a live feed commentator going on in the back. Apparently it's only something that bothers New Yorkers, which is surprising me given how many people live in New York. Anywho, fans have been really nice and supportive. It's getting to be a really warm day, and there's a lot of lacrosse left to play. We're going to roll out Owen Burke, Ben Dutton, and Liam Connors for attack. Ethan's going to be in goal. Close defense is, let's see, Crew and Connor on the face-off. Should be an even up face-off. I think we need a wing over here. Connor's going to run over and play the wing. We're going to start with Gordon Reynolds and Wade. And then Wyatt Hurd is going to be the short stick. So we've been running long poles on our face-offs. Oh, Crew moved early apparently. It's kind of a weird setup. Okay, yellow ball. Connor Nesbitt's on ball. He's always looking to make a play. Crew Nelson's out here going to be covering top center, and Wyatt Hurd's moved up to left. Back to top center, back to left. Wyatt covering. Well, he's going to sweep right-handed and flip it and look to the far side and shoot. A great save by Ethan. Dropped down his feet. Wade's got the ball up on the ground and running. Smart play. You notice he slid his bottom hand all the way down the shaft so there wasn't a lot of stick hanging out, and gets the ball to Ben Dutton. Smart play by Wade. Just run with the long stick. Like out of the box. Look to the box. Look to the box. Look to the box. Just trying to help there in case they have the live feed in their helmet. Here we go, Sean. Just going to wait and get our personnel on. We're going to leave Wyatt Hurd, Alex Rusmani, and Sean are going to be our offensive middies. Dutton, Connors, and Burke running attack. Wyatt, right to left. No, right to right. He's staying right. Puts it down to Ben Dutton. Ooh, handles it finally. Owen Burke. Let's run, Berkey, run, Berkey. There we go, up to Alex. Let's see what he's going to do. He's put a lot of miles on his legs. Oh, we got a shorty matchup for Liam. All right, this is what we want. Liam Connors on a shorty. He's going to go right-handed, use his body, head up, dodging the whole time, puts it across to Owen Burke. He's moving it up the right hash, move it quickly to Wyatt, hitches, runs through a bunch of trouble, loses the helmet, no flag on the ground. Don't know how that happens. Super curious when, as a result of a body check or stick check, someone's helmet goes off without a flag. Anyway, we'll see. We still got no, William Connor's got a shorty on him again. 7:54 left in the third quarter. Crabs are up 5-2 on the Denver Elite 2024s. Back to Owen Burke. They're shutting off Ben Dutton. Owen Burke's going to run the corner, trying inside dodge. Move it, buddy. Yep. Rosmanis goes left and a rollback. Nice discipline, Alex. There's a shot that he likes. Berkey catches it in. Wyatt Hurd with a great ground ball back up. He's doubled. We've got to have some people open. Sees Liam. Unbelievable catch. Puts it on. Ben Dutton with the back up top. Alex is going to rip this. Oh, goalie reads it early, drops to his knees, and stops that offside. Quality, a shot opportunity. And we're going to call a loose ball push. Give the ball to yellow. It was a good offensive series. Solid shot by Alex Rosmani. That goalie just, I think, guessed, went low to his knees and blocked it. And ball's on the ground. Nice job. Nice hustle, Ben Dutton. Owen played good body. Had the guy slew up, and Ben Dutton came from good 30 yards away to get the ball on the ground. And but we didn't have another guy that could have gone over and gotten that ball. So Crabs are going to start at top center. We got Sawyer, Ben Gladstone, and Alex playing defense from the midfield. Here on this flip, they like this flip. And Sawdogs hurt number 50. I wouldn't want to run into Sawdogs either. This is a really, really good Crabs offense. Really choreographed. This is trouble. Blocked for a big shot from up top. This is the guy they want to shoot with. Ian did a great job of closing out on his hands. Didn't want to take that shot. Ben Gladstone. Gordon out on the hands. 50. We're in trash, which means we're going to slide from the crease. Sawdogs going down. Alex goes early and they throw it out of bounds. So from talking to the goalies and the defenders, we want our short stick doubling when we can, and that allows our long sticks to stay inside, knock down more passes, get early checks on the hand. Wade's going to bring the ball in from the inline, push it up. They're going to jump. They're covering Alex tight. Nice. Redirect. Yeah. All right, this is going to get adventurous. Oh! Goalie goal. Not quite. That was a shot on goal. Great take, Ethan. Great take. Great take. All right, we got the good backup from Liam. Berkey's here. We're going to run Alex on the field, Matty Dory, and Wyatt. They're going to pull Alex because he's been up and down, and bring Charlie O'Brien as an offensive midi on. All right, offensive middies. We've got Matt Dory, Wyatt Hurd, Charlie O'Brien. Let's see what the shorter of the Cheeto heads is going to do. It's a matchup he's going to like. He's going to split right-handed. Yep. Trying to do an S-dodge, get underneath. That was good midi defense on him. Let's get it again. We like that matchup, Charlie O'Brien. Owen's hard to the cage, puts it in. Weathers that initial check and then moves his feet. That's a goal by Owen Burke, unassisted. 5-3 Denver Elite. 5-3 Crabs over Denver Elite. 4:06.
Unofficial time.
That's unofficial at best. So Owen Burke, what he did is he moved his feet. He's a really fast player when he moves. So great shot on a dodge over the shoulder. Azrael went early. That's going to be a yellow ball on the faceoff. We're going to have Will Howard, Ian Sawyer, Chris Iceland's running on as a D midi. So Sawyer and Chris are running short stick. Will Howard's running long stick. Wade, Gordon, and Ian playing close. Ethan's in the goal. Boy, that would have been exciting to see Ethan go coast to coast and put it on the goal, and he had the shot. He's probably just not used to shooting a lot. Early slide, pass it up. They're going to look to cross all the way over. Watch the sneak on the backside, boys. Yellow's going to run it down, and they throw it out of bounds. So as good as these teams are, you can see they're not immune to pressure. All right, Gordon Reynolds is going to bring it in. Krabs on the ride likes to shut off our midi. They're probably just going to invite the goalie to go again. In the back. And this is where your goalie has to earn his money as a passer and throw a dime to somebody. All right, Wade swims. Yeah, smart. He saw that the whole time. We got a broken stick on the field. So Wade broke that stick with his frame. Okay, Sawyer, ice line. Sean Butler out of the box. Sawyer's going to go across. Alex is now running in out of the box. So Chris, Sean, and Alex. Liam, Owen, Ben. We're at Grant. We're guessing 2 minutes or so. We got a referee's timeout to get equipment off the field. So we're going to stop time Grant for a little bit because their time is stopped, I'm guessing. All right, here we go. Top center to Alex. Butler has got the short stick, so we want to dodge here. They're just letting him dodge straight up. Our talent is better than your talent. Crabs are playing some really good on-ball defense. Moves it through X to Ben Dutton, out here to Owen Burke. Let's move, let's move, let's move. Move our feet. Good job, Owen. All right, top center to Alex. Split. No, he's going to go stay right-handed. Heads up the whole time and dodging. Goes it back through X to Ben Dutton. Up, skip past to Chris Iceland in the net. Beautiful look, Ben Dutton. That's a goal. Goal by Chris Iceland. That's going to make it 5-4. Denver Elite. 5-4 Crabs. Denver Elite's down 1, sorry. Skipped down the far side down that alley. Moved it through X. Ben Dutton had the skip pass. They were cheating out on Owen Burke to try and stop that shot. Ben Dutton saw Chris Iceland at about 15 yards for a step down. I know that kid shoots in the high 90s when he wants to, but he took some heat off of it, put it where the goalie couldn't stop it. Crew Nelson out here, Ian Connor on the wing, Connor Nesbitt far wing. What just happened? Crabs went early. Blue ball, blue ball. Let's get it to our shorty. Shorty, 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 shorty. Good job. Let's run, run, run.
Tie it up now.
We can tie it up. We can tie this up going into the fourth quarter. Keep moving it, Owen. Nice. Gets up to Wyatt. Charlie O'Brien's on the field. Let's get to him early. Right now. I don't know what we're trying to do here, but I would really like to see this go to a shorty. All right. Wyatt's got something in mind. Let's value this ball. Nice. Move it quickly. Move it quickly. Matty Dorr, let's rip this. Nice job, Matty Dory. Oh, shaking his head. Charlie O'Brien's, he's got the shaking my head. Way to go, Matty Dory call from that. Beautiful feed. Skipped all the way across the formation. Matty Dory, lethal with that right hand with his hands free. That low to high delivery is so hard. The goalie's just watching the body language and the hands. And so Matt drops his hands, lifts that high. The shot is going against the way that the goalie's moving. Tied at 5. Tied at 5. Super happy with Matty Dory. He's this player that just lets the game come to him. I'm really glad he's finding his shooting stroke because he is a quality shooter. Is that quarter then? Let's call it quarter. If it is quarter, which is that quarter? Yeah. So that's twice that we've scored in the last few seconds of a quarter.
We were tied up in the fourth quarter against Mad Lax. We're tied up against this team.
Yeah.
2 top teams.
So once again, those late in the period goals are backbreakers, right? Because that defense is saying if we can only just play defense for a few more seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, something like that, we'll get out of this quarter. And great feed. Was that Dutton that fed that? Is that your boy? Or Owen?
Not Ben.
Hey, Was that Shane? Was that Owen or Liam? Yeah. So that was Liam that fed that last one. The previous goal was Ben Dutton, and then it was Liam all the way up to Dory. Hitch move, feeling confident. He knows he's got the confidence and the belief of his team behind him, as evidenced by that beautiful dump off from Wyatt to win that game, give the game-winning goal yesterday. Right here, he's feeling the confidence, putting that ball in the net. All right. Ethan Wade and Max Miles. And then Ian is going to bump down and get Sawyer up. And then far wing is going to be Ben Gladstone. Asriel's taking the face off. Liam, Charlie, Ben Dutton. Sawyer's coming down on the break. Look at that. Moves it early. Charlie goes across. And, oh, right on the goalie's foot. Charlie Warren's going to want that back. But great break. Nice. Oh, wow. Look at this athletic kid. Shuts him out. Ben Gladstone's standing there looking at him. No chance. So this is a huge development that Asriel Osiro has done today. He took the time to put that pass where it was catchable, and that made for that shot opportunity. Looks like they're running Michael Dixon to oh, goal, Crabs. Just quick as we go ahead, they go up by 1. 6-5. Once again, you're seeing that confidence that Mandia has in the athleticism of Michael Dickinson Tuman running him at short stick. It's just such a difficult transition going from long stick D to short stick D in the same game. Crew wins this, pushes it back, that's a big ground ball, gets the GB, turn up field. Oh! Jesus. Yeah, we got a flag on the ground, and we still can get this ball. We're going to go man up. Little confused at the hesitancy of that ref to flow the flag. That's a personal foul on Crabs. We're going to go man up. Nice job of Crew of picking up a difficult ground ball, and turning up field and drawing the penalty. Man up units: Rosmani, Butler, Iceline, O'Brien, Connors, Burke. That'd be great. Tie this game up. 7-6 game. 7-6, right? They have the scoreboard wrong. 8:11 left in this game. Down by a goal.
So what happened?
I know Alex is looking across that low wing for Charlie O'Brien. He's got a cutter. He's going to move it across to Owen Burke. Another cutter in Liam Connors up top. Oh, knocked down by the Crabs. Oh. All right, we're fighting for ground ball. We can still get this thing back. All right, D-Elite ball. Good ride. I think Charlie O'Brien wants a third opportunity to shot on goal and bury one of these things. Here's Iceline behind. To Burke. Rosmani top center. Butler down to Charlie O'Brien. Back to Iceline at X. Looking for a cutter in Liam. Nope. Let's fight for this GB. Chris Iceline's he's fighting for it. 2 guys. We got to get Burke and O'Brien back there to secure it. Come on, Berkey. And a long stick. We're still fighting for it. Ball on the ground. And big number 12 comes out of it. Nice check on the stick. Ball's on the ground now. We're still not out of the woods with this. Charlie O'Brien's going to get this GB. He's probably going to run to space. Slow it down. Crab's got to be even up at this point. Yep. Whew, 1 goal game. Crabs are up by 1 goal. 6 minutes, a little under 7 left in the game. Comes Burke, hard up there, looking across. Oh, nice looking shot.
Back up, Charlie.
Charlie O'Brien with the backup. Let's see if he wants this or not. See if he wants this. Yeah, he wants he wants the pick. He wants the pick. Yep, here we go. Moves it across to Burke. Oh, puts it just wide. And Crabs beat us on the backup. You see that really good signaling between the midi and Charlie O'Brien where he wanted the pick to set. Got the hands free, tried to put it across. Burke made a good catch and had a good shot. And we got to have that backup on that team. Come on, Max, let's see if we can take this ball away. Okay. Wade Ian and Max Miles playing close D. Connor, Chris Iceline, and Sean Butler are playing midfield defense. Ball's top right, ball's top center on Chris's man. Some fatigue setting in on all of these players, both sides. Top left, Chris, he's going to dodge down the alley. Quick double by Ian. Liam, I'm getting mixed up in all this heat. That was Connor Nesbitt. Butler's going to come out. This kid is, oh, took a swing at him. Connor shows up with good footwork. We're going to have early go. Let's look at Max Miles is probably going to have this slide early. Who's going to count for 5? All right. Ball's right GLE. They're going to drag Sean Butler behind. We got to get organized. Who's going to be our go? Looks like Wade is the go. Watch for him. Got to go early. They're going to look to skip it all the way across off that top. 81's got it. Connor Nesbitt's on him, on his hands. On his hands, pushes him down out of the angle. And they throw it out of bounds. That's just athleticism and then a long pole showing up, putting pressure on the guy, force it. Here's Butler. Let's see what this kid is made of. Hand on the back. That's not legal.
Hey, you gotta close on that.
Oh,
All right, let's see what we got. We got numbers. Come on, Charlie, get the ball. All right. Butler's up and down, played some defense. Dutton, Connors, O'Brien, 4:13 left in the fourth quarter. D-Elite down by 1. Here goes Alex. Wyatt's out, and we got Matty Dory on the far side. Mr. Clutch, let's get Matt Dory open for another left-handed or right-handed. I'll take either or. Right-handed shot from him. Nice job. Let's move, let's move. Oh, knocked down. Matty Dory running through. Look at the heart of Alex Rusmani running down. Looks like we got a break. Across to 19. Organizing well. Dangerous, dangerous. Oh, fortunate on that. Put it over the goal, but we were putting pressure on him. 3:30 left. Down by 1 to Krabs. Wade, great on-ball D. Passing it back. Nearly overthrew that one too. I think the pressure that we put these other teams on is significant. Both with our quality offense. Here's Rusmani. Kid with the heart of a lion running up and down as a two-way midi. Like, let's organize, go early. Like Ian Connor's going to come early on this. Hands, big check. They're going to look to move it all the way across the formation. We reorganized. Ball's top center with, oh, that's Gordon Reynolds playing good on ball. Ben Gladstone comes out. Gladstone, a dangerous long stick midi. He'll take the ball away from you if you're not careful. There's Gordon Reynolds playing. Ball's bottom right. MDP's playing some short stick defense. What a challenge. 241, we're guessing. At X with MDT, he's used to being there. He wishes he had a long stick, but he's doing what the team asked him for. All right, we got our guy hung up. We just need to be patient. Patient on this. I think Ethan Jaffe is talking to that guy. This is really about patience. Got close out, dump it inside. Ball's on the ground. MDT, ball's up off the ground. Great ground ball. Gordon throws it across to Alex. Makes a great catch, and he's going to show his athleticism on heart and get the. All right, let's go get him some help. Let's get him some help. Come on, Charlio. Let's do something here with the ball. That's a little my dad wishing. Anyway, good play, Alex. It's hard to describe how hard it is to literally keep your feet when you're that tired, and also to make good decisions. Less than 2 minutes, we're guessing. D-Elite's down by 1. This is Matty Dory time here, I think. Got Owen on the field, looking for him to dodge from the midline. Charlie's going to give him an outlet back at X. Down to Charlie. Double. Early double on that. Back to a long stick matchup. They're shutting off 2 minutes. 2 minutes in the game, Grant. Liam's got a shorty. This is what we want. Let's sneak, Charlie O. Looks across Matty. And the goal. No, mom goal. Dang it. Nice job, Ben Dutton rakes it out, moves it across, gate catch by Liam. Let's move this ball. Great offensive series. What a play by Ben Dutton. Raked it out of the crease and got that back. Great series. Love to see Ben Dory or Matty Dory shooting the ball. Owen, let's run it with your feet. Charlie's on a shorty. Timeout, Blue. We're probably about a minute left in the game. Timeout, Blue, down by a goal. Let's see what they can come up with. About a minute left. That's one of those tough calls as a coach, right? The ball just goes to one of your skilled attackmen with a shorty on them. But let's get organized, come up with a nice play. And really importantly is get some fresh legs, get some water, take some breaths. All right, we're thinking a minute left in the game. Denver Elite is down by 1 goal, 6-5 against the Baltimore Crabs. We have possession of the ball. Nick Mandia is over there talking about the offense and what they want to do with his offensive group. Looks like we're going to run on. Keeper attack is going to be Dutton, Connors, and O'Brien, with Iceline, Butler, and Rismani at our midfield. More than enough offensive talent to tie this game up, and confidence, I should add. So it's going to be important as we're going to start this ball on the right wing with Ben Dutton. Liam's going to be at X. Charlie O'Brien is in the high crease. Chris Iceline's top right. See where we move it. Get it up to Alex, who's on a shorty. We'll take this matchup. He's going to move. He's going to move. Does not play. So 30 seconds left. Come on, Charlie, move your feet, bro. Oh, gets a good shot off. This ride would be invaluable. Get this ball to turn over.
Take him, George. That's it, George.
That's game. All right, signing off. I don't know what to say. There's other than we're competing in these teams.
We lost to 2 best teams.
Yeah, we lost to 2 of the best teams in the country by 1 and beat 2 of the best teams in the country by 1. So you should be proud of your boys, your grandson, your sons, your daughters, boyfriend. I'm sure they're awesome. All right, signing off.